I think I lost my dad's medal, and I don't know how to get it back. That thought runs through little Jack's mind as he holds a small, shiny piece of metal in his tiny hands. It isn't just any medal. It belonged to his dad, Captain Jack Thornton, a brave Mountie and a man whose stories still fill Hope Valley with pride. This medal is the last little piece of the father he never got to know, and to little Jack it is everything. Today it feels like a treasure, a connection, and a memory all in one. And somehow he knows that losing it could mean losing a part of his dad too. The first clue of this memory, Hunt, is not hidden in a box or under a tree. It is everywhere around him, in the objects, the places, and the stories that his mother, Elizabeth, and the town have kept safe. Love can grow under the sun or the moon, she tells him, and for her and Jack, it began right here in the old saloon. Each corner of Hope Valley seems to hold a story. The music box Jack played at their Christmas Mountie Ball, the little test he made Elizabeth take to tease her, the tables and chairs where laughter once echoed. These are not just things. They are pieces of life, snapshots of joy, courage, and love. They remind everyone that the people we care about never truly leave us. Elizabeth kneels beside little Jack, noticing the spark in his eyes as he looks at these treasures. She wishes she could tell him more stories about his dad, more tales that would make him feel the warmth and courage that Jack carried. Maybe she thinks that could be the beginning. Instead of searching for objects, they can gather memories. Every object tells a story. Every laugh, every photo, every little medal is a thread that connects them to the past. Little Jack's small fingers trace the edges of the old music box, and he smiles. Feeling a little closer to his father even before the medal is lost, Nathan joins them quietly, sensing the importance of this moment. To the town, the medal is a symbol. To little Jack, it is the weight of his father's love. The search isn't about winning or losing. It's about understanding. As the first steps of the memory hunt begin, the air is filled with a quiet excitement. Objects, memories, and stories will guide them. The lesson is already clear. In Hope Valley, what matters most is never truly lost. Memories are treasures that stay with us, and sometimes they can lead us to something even more precious than a medal connection. Love and hope. The morning air in Hope Valley is calm and warm, and the sky stretches out clear above the trees. Little Jack runs ahead on the trail, laughing and full of excitement, his small boots crunching over twigs and leaves. Around his neck hangs his father's medal, shining quietly in the sunlight. It feels heavy, not with weight, but with meaning. Every step he takes is a step closer to adventure, yet also closer to the moment that will change everything. In one quiet, careless second, the chain slips. The medal falls into the grass and dirt below, hidden by a patch of leaves, and little Jack doesn't notice. He keeps walking, chasing the sound of birds and the flutter of butterflies, completely unaware that the last piece of his father's legacy has slipped from his grasp. By the time he reaches the spot to stop and explore, he reaches for the medal instinctively, and it is gone. His joy disappears instantly. His small hands search frantically, checking pockets, patting his jacket, brushing dirt and leaves with growing panic. His chest tightens as guilt and fear mix together. This medal was more than metal. It was a piece of his father, a connection to stories he's heard but memories he's never made. The fear in his eyes mirrors a grief he doesn't fully understand yet, the sadness of a child trying to hold on to someone he only knows in memory. Elizabeth sees him freeze and feels a sharp ache in her heart. She kneels beside him, brushing a strand of hair from his face. Her voice is calm, gentle, yet full of understanding. "What happened?" she asks. Little Jack's voice shakes as he explains, the words tumbling out in confusion and worry. He feels careless, responsible, and heartbroken all at once. The medal isn't just lost. A little piece of his heart feels gone with it. Nathan arrives quietly, scanning the ground with careful hands. He knows the medal is not just metal, it represents honor, courage, and the love of a father. Each movement is deliberate, each step thoughtful. Little Jack tries to help, but his energy fades, and hope seems to slip away with the sunlight lowering in the sky. Elizabeth stays composed, but inside she remembers the proud eyes of Jack Thornton when he first placed that medal on his uniform, the pride in his posture, the love he gave freely. The weight of loss is heavier than just the object itself. It is grief, memory, and love all mixed into one. And for little Jack, this hike has turned into a moment that might shape how he remembers his father forever. Elizabeth sits beside little Jack as he tries to understand what has happened. She realizes this is not just about a medal, it is about feeling close to his father, about keeping Jack Thornton alive in his heart. She gently suggests something new. Instead of focusing only on what is lost, they can celebrate the stories, the memories, and the love Jack left behind. Nathan smiles softly, understanding immediately. Together they gather little Jack's friends and family, each sharing a memory of his dad. Bill talks about his bravery, Rosemary recalls his kindness and sense of humor, and Lee speaks of how Jack always stood tall for what was right. Little Jack listens closely, eyes wide as each story paints a picture of a father bigger than the medal, bigger than one moment or object. Nathan kneels beside him, showing him his own Mountie badge, explaining what courage and duty truly mean. He tells little Jack, "Your father's bravery lives in you, not in a medal." Those words sink in slowly but deeply. Elizabeth shares quiet, personal stories that she has never told before, stories of Jack's excitement, his laughter, and the love he carried for his family. Little Jack's heart, heavy moments ago, begins to feel lighter. Through these shared stories, the boy learns that love and memory are stronger than loss. The medal may be missing, but his father is still very much present, in the laughter, in the values he carries, and in the hearts of everyone who loved him. The day becomes a journey of connection, teaching little Jack that even when something precious seems gone, its meaning and love remain. As the sun begins to set, the sky turns soft shades of orange and pink. Elizabeth leads little Jack back to the trail one last time, walking slowly and quietly, without panic, without fear. Nathan and a few friends from town follow, holding lanterns that glow gently in the growing darkness. The scene feels almost magical, as if the whole town has gathered to help a little boy find a piece of his heart. Little Jack's steps are careful, his hope fragile, but he feels the love around him, and that makes him brave. Then something catches his eye. Near the base of a tree, half hidden under fallen leaves, a small piece of metal glints in the lantern light. For a heartbeat, everyone holds their breath. Nathan kneels down carefully and brushes the dirt away. There it is, his father's medal, scratched slightly but still shining. Little Jack's eyes fill with tears, but they are no longer tears of fear or worry. They are tears of joy, relief, and feeling truly seen. Elizabeth pulls him close as he holds the medal in his small hands, understanding that it is more than medal, it is a symbol of love, memory, and hope. In that quiet moment, Elizabeth and Nathan share a glance. No words are needed. The understanding is clear. They have stood together for little Jack, honoring his father and protecting a memory that means everything. The town fades into the background, and what remains is the warmth of connection, the light of hope, and the knowledge that love never disappears, even when something precious seems lost. For little Jack, the day ends not just with a medal found, but with a heart that feels whole again, and a lesson that the people we love live on in stories, memories, and in us.